Hey, what's going on, guys? So I wanted to make a video to give you a heads up about a really cool game being promoted on Kickstarter. Just started. It's called Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. It's described by the creators, the company Frogwares, as a nerve-wracking, Lovecraftian adventure into the heart of the Cthulhu mythos. Alright, so I recently played and uploaded their game Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, and I played their previous Holmes games along with their Lovecraftian The Sinking City. So this is going to be a melding of those two genres, Lovecraft meets Conan Doyle, along with it being a direct sequel to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And we will get to see Watson in this game. And then from one of Frogware's marketing emails, it says, "Now we can officially say that our next game is the full from the ground up remake and substantial rewrite of Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened, a dark H.P. Lovecraft inspired story infused with the narrative arc of a young Sherlock Holmes taking on his first big case." And then I didn't realize it's actually going to be a remake from a game they made 16 years ago. It's not going to be a remaster. It's going to be a complete remake. They had the idea, like I said, it's going to be could be the perfect foundation for the continuation of the young Sherlock story arc. So they're rewriting the story to be a direct continuation of young Sherlock's history, and they're also going to treat this game as the first real case Sherlock undertakes with Watson. And then you can see at the bottom of the page, there's a list of all this additional stuff they're adding. New case stories, new cutscenes, new animations. So you're definitely going to get your money's worth. It's not just going to be a remaster. Alright, so here's the top of the Kickstarter page. They already exceeded their goal of $71,299. They got almost $150,000 pledged to them with over 2,500 backers. So they got about a month to go. The last day is going to be September 3rd, 2022. I went with the Cultist pledge. It was only $50. It's basically the game with the DLC with some other perks like the soundtrack, digital artwork, exclusive outfits, wallpapers, place in the credits, and a thank you note. There were some really cool higher tier ones that I would have considered, but they were already sold out when I went to go make my pledge. Just wasn't paying attention to my emails when it went live. Kind of disappointed. So let's get into the gameplay and features. So it's going to be set across 4 distinct locations and 8 main cases. Players will investigate a series of crimes, all connected to uncovering the truth of the nefarious Elder God worshipping cult. The Elder God is going to be Cthulhu. At the heart of these crimes is a rich and mysterious London elite who has lost his grip on sanity and become obsessed with the cult and an ancient prophecy. So The Awakened is not going to be open world like Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 was. It's going to be semi-open world. It's going to be set across several drastically different locations. You're going to have Victoria, London, a Swiss psych ward, New Orleans, the Louisiana bayous, like you've seen in the trailer, and then the Highlands of Scotland. All seen through the dark prism of Lovecraft. Most areas will feature hub-like designs with side quests and other activities. Some locations can be traversed by boat, like the Louisiana wetlands that harbor a cannibalistic tribe. And then that sounds like it's going to be similar to the Sinking City. Alright, so gameplay-wise, Frogwares is saying they're going to do as little hand-holding as possible. The game's never going to blatantly tell you what to do next. They're going to provide you with various sleuthing tools to collect your clues, and then coming to the right conclusion is going to be all in your hands. So you can feel like an actual detective, and it's going to be an experience that is quite hard to find in most of today's mainstream games, let alone horror ones. So I really like that, especially as a YouTuber. You know, I want people to come to my channel if they're having trouble. If the game just tells them what to do, then there's no real use for me. So they're going to bring back the deduction board / mind palace. It's going to be used to piece together evidence to reveal the possible motives and whereabouts of the next suspect or clue. The chaotic feel and design of the board is going to reflect Sherlock's decaying mental state. As you can see in the pictures, they look a little funky, and that's going to be taken straight from Lovecraft. A lot of the characters lose their mind after experience some horrific event or seeing some horrific monster. And then building off the decaying mindset shown in the Mind Palace, you're going to have insanity puzzles. Frogware says the idea here is to depict Sherlock's descent into madness as he gets closer to revealing the existence of supernatural eldritch beings. And if you read Lovecraft, you recognize eldritch. That's one of his favorite words. The Awake is going to have 5 stretch goals. They already met their first one at 110,000, called Metagame. So that unlocked the system that's going to keep track of your actions and reward you for thoroughly sleuthing. So that's going to be outfits, concept pieces, and visuals of iconic Sherlock items. The next goal that they're very close to hitting at 160,000 is going to be to play as Dr. Watson, so you could experience parts of the story as Watson. And then he already kind of give you a preview of his concept art. And I have to mention that Frogwares is a Ukrainian company, so obviously they're dealing with the Russian invasion, so they have a whole risks and challenges page. They just feel that the Kickstarter is the best way to raise money right now. They have a lot of it already figured out. They got the whole roadmap. They just have to redo all the voice acting and then translate that, basically. So they're looking for a February 2023 release date. It's going to be released on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So as we get closer to the release date, they'll mail you the code. Everything's digital. There's no physical copies right now. Alright, so that's all I got for now. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Just leave your opinions and your thoughts in the comments. It seems like my channel's becoming an unofficial HP Lovecraft channel. I got a whole playlist of all the different Lovecraft games I've played on my YouTube homepage if you want to check it out. And then I'm going to leave the full trailer at the end, just so you can see it with no commentary. Alright, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.
Holmes, are you all right? To venture into that tenebrous and yawning abyss, that is the keenest form of fascination, Watson. Don't let this place get to you.
You'll just find trouble out there, Limeys.
Heavens, it appears that we already have. What horror is this? Holmes, get down!
Take it easy now, boys. They'll be dead soon enough.
Do not fight his calling, for he shall end this dreaming world.
The game is